So the cracking on the outside, if you can see this, the cracking on the outside there's a buckling there as well. The concern I have with that is that it's here and inside that wall. I'm going to show you where inside that wall that brings to the concern. There's also cracking along here, but look, see how it's cracking over here and coming down in here? And then all of these, like there's so much cracking going on, it should be addressed. I've got a structural engineer can come by. Let me just, so I can see this is a concern. See the way it's stepped out? Like this is the foundation of the property. This is what's supporting it. It's not on slab. So having it do that, and then there's other spots in here, like inside here. I mean, this is a lot of cracking. Usually I'll get it in one location or another. This is kind of almost everywhere. You could see it here as well. I mean, there's just a ton of, I'm going to show you inside. On the flooring, there was some, right? But it doesn't stop there. It continues on over here, right? Into that cracking right inside there, which again, usually when we buy a house, we tell everybody, if you can fit a quarter into the crack, you should be concerned. A dime, not the end of the world. But when they're quarter size like that, there's always a concern. Now inside here, we've got a leak in that far corner that has to be addressed with the newer roof. Obviously this shouldn't be in there. So, but this was supposedly after the roof. So there's where the concern is. This room has no AC. And then we're gonna look around here. And again, the concern is this cracking. That's substantial. And I'm gonna show it to you in the room. Some of these other things are nothing major, like the kitchen. You know how quick we can throw a kitchen together. That's not the end of the world there, the kitchen. A little bit of cracking in here, but nothing major. But again, the biggest thing is this one has not, since it was repaired, moved again, which is a plus, right? It hasn't done it again. Closet doors we'd have to change out. There's some damage in the wood inside here, right? So inside there, concern up here, right over there is a concern as well. So we gotta do something with the AC and that leak as well. But this is where most of the problems seem to be, like, substantial. Like, this does not happen in houses, especially from wall to wall the way it ripped apart. You can see it back here as well. Back there, there's more cracking in there. So cracking in here for sure. And then you'll see it here on the top. And then you'll see it behind that fan. Right behind that fan, you can see it in there cracking. And then in this other room, same problem. This cracking is up on the top here, right? But over here by the ceiling fan, right? Inside there, that ceiling fan is cracking as well. So, I mean, that's where the concern is going to be. There is a substantial amount of cracking going on. This had already sealed itself for the most part. But on that back wall, cracking inside here. So I'm going to strongly recommend a structural engineer. I think they do it no charge to evaluate. But there's way too much cracking going on to not pay some serious attention. Over here, the AC was leaking, so we've got to get this resolved as far as, without a doubt. So there's something inside here as well.